What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, specifically, what we have to talk about in today's video is the fact that we're starting to see a bit of resistance, and this is what we've been expecting for, honestly, quite a long time. We knew that we would see a run to the upside here, a big pump to the upside, especially when we got the inflation data at a much lower realization than what people were starting to think. And even if we thought it was going to be lower, this fell much lower than that expected target. Now, what that ended up doing was pushing most of these cryptocurrencies up quite a bit. It allowed, XRP to launch itself from 35 cents all the way up to 38 cents in just a day. And you can see it did the same thing with Ethereum, shooting Ethereum up from $1660 all the way up to almost $2,000. Bitcoin as well went from $22,600 all the way up to $24,970, if not $25,000, and it even pushed the S&P up from a low of 4,100 points all the way up to a peak of 4,200 points in literally a day to two max. Now, the thing that we need to talk about here is that we're getting in some very close quarters and some uncharted territory, and that means being overbought. Now, we haven't seen it just yet on XRP, where XRP is still filling in its gap in its ascending fractal here. But Ethereum is nearing overbought on an uptrend and it's ascending fractal, and Bitcoin is getting dangerously close to being overbought as well. And we know the S&P 500 is currently in the same position, being overbought. So what we've been talking about here on the channel, and you can see my past few videos here, we've been, waiting patiently for a break, and there still might be a little bit more leeway for us to head up even higher. You can see we talked about the breakout starting. I miscalculated, and it took about a day more, and then we got the confirmation the following day. And then we started to break upwards here. Numerous days we started to break up. About 2 days, the rally started, and now it's continuing further here. And that's exciting, honestly. And now we're kind of in that same bubble right now. So we have positions still open, Bitcoin, XRP. We went from a very low level of 23K, which we bought in, up to 25. And now we're a little bit higher, just, getting close to that stop loss. But regardless, there's still a window of opportunity for us to head higher. We just have to spend a little more time focusing on these cryptocurrencies with the off chance that we start to break down, because there is in the future a potential correction to the downside, and we just have to be prepared for that and wait. And what you guys have to understand is this correction to the downside is not an implication on the bear market that we're in or we're leaving right now. We're in more of an uncertainty phase, but ideally what this is going to do is give us a healthy pullback and allow us to head up higher, which we have seen on numerous occasions here on XRP and many of the other cryptocurrencies. Typically when prices, we could go back in the past here, typically when prices do become overbought, you can see when we exploded to overbought levels here, we did need to correct lower to head up higher, and it's a consistency within pretty much the S&P 500 and cryptos that when we become overbought, we need to see some sort of consolidation to allow us to continue to rally higher. So it's exciting, and hopefully it does happen. I do strongly believe it will. We just need to kind of buckle our seatbelts for the next couple of days and prepare for that rejection to come soon, because it's definitely going to do so. Now, with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, before I dive into today's video, I just want to shout out my second channel here again. As you guys know, I've started a new finance channel. Besides crypto, we're talking about finance and everything that's implicating the S&P 500. As you guys know, we were mainly focused on crypto. We just recently added the S&P 500 to this channel here, and we've noticed the correlation between crypto and the S&P as crypto becomes more mainstream and adopted, which is incredible here. And it's allowed us to pivot a little bit to talk about the stock market, because it does affect these cryptos. We have cryptocurrency businesses publicly traded. That means we are headed in the right direction, but it also means we need to pivot and talk about these major movements and these major changes, and that's why I started the second channel. Just dropped a video yesterday talking about why the Feds won a recession. Definitely make sure to go check it out. We drop a video a week. Next week, I may or may not have one because I'm going back to Long Island, so I just want to keep you updated, but definitely make sure to go subscribe to this. We're trying to get this to 1,000 subscribers. It's been a journey to say the least, learning about growing another YouTube channel. It's been about 4 or 5 years since I've done that. So, with that being said, definitely make sure to go check that out. But now diving into the technical analysis, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies, we are starting to correct today. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, a lot of these major cryptos are starting to correct. And we expected this, especially after double-digit returns over the past 7 days. So to see a correction is not something I'm, worried about or, nervous or wasn't expecting to happen here. So what we need to talk about, though, is we do have, some trades still at play right now. And honestly, with these cryptos, just some reassurance in my trades here. If this would please not do that. There we go. Okay, so what we need to talk about is the fact that these cryptos do have supports, and we're not going to, pivot our markets yet until we get confirmation. We do have, supports here, supports here. We had one here, and you can see when we did correct the last time, we came dangerously close to breaking and closing below here. Had the price of, XRP closed us below support here, we close the daily below here, there'd be a big chance of a big correction to the downside here. It hasn't happened, and it hasn't happened yet. Not saying it can't, but what we're dealing with right now is a lot of consolidation. You can see the uncertainty trending here. I don't think we're going to get any clearer picture zooming in. Not really. You can just see we've been bouncing off this uptrend here. Jumping back to the daily now, you can see we've been in the same predicament. So we need to fill out this gap here, and it might take a little bit longer than expected, but there is an off chance we may continue to run to the upside here. But all I'm saying is if we confirm closing a daily candle below support at 37 cents here, we need to reevaluate our positions because there's a big chance we might see a correction happen here. Now, we have stop losses set pretty low at this one, like closer to 36 cents here, which gives us about a 2-cent leeway in case we do see these wicks here and get, liquidated early. But what we're looking for is hopefully a bump off this and a run to the upside. We have the room. We're only trading at 52 on the RSI. We could easily swing up to 70 before we become overbought. So keep your eyes peeled on this, because this could reveal some stuff. If we break below this, expect to see a dip. And honestly, if we do run to the upside here, expect this to then break downwards. That's really what we're looking for. So we have a very small window of opportunity. We take advantage of this opportunity on Bityard, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging website that we like to use here on the channel. Link in the description. They do have XRP, which is the biggest factor as to why we use this. You can see on XRP why we are in such a time crunch right now because, and maybe I didn't see this on the other one, but there is some sort of channel here. We do have some sort of uptrend. We do have some sort of top resistance here, and it's all kind of pushing us in this channel here where everything is now intertwined with this moving average. Maybe we can get some sort of descending channel here. I'm not really seeing it, or some sort of sideways channel here. Again, not really seeing it. It's some sort of uptrend to say the least, and then some sort of downtrend to say the least. And ideally, it all comes into one pinpoint here where a decision is going to have to be made, especially because we are, in cahoots right now with the, moving averages, the 7-day, the 25-day, the 99-day moving average. You can see how we're filling in the gap inside a very long ascending channel here, which I don't know why I don't have drawn on XRP here, but whatever. But you can see it here clear as day on Bityard. We're trending inside of this, and we're retesting these major resistances. If we manage to break through these, we could see a pretty big rally to the upside, or at least up to about 40 cents here before correcting back down because we're nearing overbought. So obviously we make these trades on Bityard. You can leverage trade it as always, 5x to 50x on XRP. You can click market order, type in the amount of margin that you want. Not only that, they do offer a demo account. So if instead of trading in these aggressive, uncertain times, you can actually use the demo account. It gives you $100,000 in Monopoly money to trade and test your skills. And if you're new, click mystery box once you sign up with the link in the description and get your free crypto, which is also super cool. Now, with that being said, moving on from XRP to these other cryptos, you can see Ethereum is doing just that. We might start to see a dip. You can see here we exploded through our moving average, which is incredible here, but it's getting quite constricted with our uptrend here inside this resistance with the overbought as well as with the uptrend here. And you can see we are in an ascending triangle here, filling in the gap as well. And you can see we're coming very close to making another decision. Are we going to see a dump or a correction? There's a good chance we're going to see a correction more than a dump because we're so overbought. We need to see some more, correction, healthy pullback to allow us to swing to the upside here. So that needs to happen first. The same thing goes with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's getting kind of weak, even though we've trended up since bottoming off here at 22.7. We're now at 24K here. We are in an ascending channel, but we are getting very close to this resistance. Really, what it comes down to is if XRP breaks through its uptrend here, not what I wanted to do. Why does it do that? If XRP breaks its up, wow, I don't know why it keeps doing this. If we break this uptrend here, which you can see is on the relative strength indicator, if we break this, we fall below this, that would signal a correction to the downside here. Same thing applies with Ethereum. We break through our moving average support here, our uptrend, sorry, in the RSI, we will see a correction. Same thing if we break through this support down here, we will see a correction. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin breaks through its moving average right here, we are going to experience a correction. So pay very close attention, because if we break and close the daily below the uptrend we're currently retesting right now, we will see a slide to the downside here. You can see it right here. We are retesting this. We are correcting lower. If we break this, we're going to see a short, and we're going to switch our positions to a short opportunity. Same thing with the S&P 500. Although we just opened right now, we're not looking too bad, but we are retesting overbought. So it's another scenario, like how much higher can we go? We're either going to head up and retest 4,300 points, then we're going to see the dip. So there's not much more room we have to the upside here. It's going to be this and then this, or it's going to be this. Those are the two options. It's going to be that, or it's going to be that. And that's pretty much the only variations we have right now on the S&P 500. So keep your eyes peeled, because things are coming. We just opened. We're not doing too bad, but there's a chance we could reverse and start to pull back, and that's what you guys have to be prepared for. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.